Welcome back to the channel. This is GB Speaks Facts, and today I'm here to speak some facts. And the fact of today is, Karens usually find no issue bothering the human species for little to no reason at all. But you ever ask what happens when a Karen attacks another Karen? Right? And yes, to answer your question, I do have a clip of the Karens going at it. And in this video, we will be dealing with only one situation essentially. So if you do like that format, let me know in the comments below. And if you like the channel, click the subscribe button to join the Karen hunting squad. And while you're at it again, like the video as well. You could even click the bell to stay tuned on our future hunts. Now that you did all that and you're fully certified, let's start the hunt.
Alright, so this situation happened a few weeks ago where these two women that live in the same residential area started arguing because one of her neighbor's husband keeps parking in her spot, and this wasn't the first time this happened. So the woman recording that you are about to see in this video starts going back and forth with her, but check it out and then I'll post the first update from the woman that was recording.
Car that day saying he was a bum. You're the fucking bum.
Get the fuck over it. How am I a bum?
Get the fuck over it, you stupid cunt.
Reg, die. Die.
You die. Suck it.
Already did, ho. Already did. Keep it up, stupid.
Fuck you. And you touch my car again, you're gonna see what's gonna fucking happen to you, whore.
Yeah, you'll see.
Nasty, ugly, bitch. So fucking ugly.
That's you.
So from what we can gauge here, Karen number 2's husband is parking in Karen number 1's spot, and at face value I think this would piss anyone off, especially if it's a regular occurrence. But we just have some hearsay here, and since it seems to be two potential Karens and no verdict on which one is the true Karen, we're going to listen to both of their backstories I found and make our decision after this. Let's listen to Karen number 1 first.
So I think there was a few questions. There was a lot of positivity. There was a lot of negativity. But let's get into it. Let's go back to January when this person parked in my spot. I know, I'm so privileged, right? So someone parks in my spot, just got out of work, just went food shopping. I got 1,000 packages in my car. It's really fucking annoying that they parked in my spot. So I sat outside and I honked my horn because honestly, this has happened before. I've had people park in my spot before, and I've honked before, and people come outside and they move and it's over and I don't give a shit. So this person obviously didn't come out. So I proceeded to park in front of the walkway, take my packages out, and then I come back and I'm like, dude, this is like really fucking annoying. So I wrote a note and I was like, you're a bum. Don't ever park here again. Because in my opinion, whoever parked there was a bum. So it didn't matter if it was a male, a female, a guy, a girl, a kid, a boy, whatever. I don't care. You're a fucking bum. So now I get caught writing the note. It's really not a big deal. The comes out with her man, sees me and goes, oh, is that your spot? We're about to move. It was an accident. And I'm like, that's not an accident. And then I just walked inside because I was so heated. I already parked somewhere else. And then she goes, well, you're not going to move your car? I'm like, no. And then I walked inside. This was months ago. I don't even remember what this girl looked like, right? So then let's fast forward to yesterday. Yesterday morning, I'm getting ready to go to work. I got all my shit on me, my laptop, this, that, this, my lunch. And so I'm getting in my car and this lady passes by in her car and at her window goes, mouths it to me. I was like, who the f is that? I don't even know who that was. What did I do to her? I literally just woke up. So I ran to the gate that she got stuck at, like a dumbass. And I smacked her window and I was like, what's your problem? Do I know you? And that's when I clicked record and you saw everything from that moment forward. She gets out saying, you're the bitch that wrote a note on my man's car calling him a bum. Who would have thought? Months later, living rent-free in her mind. So that's where we are today.
So right off the bat, she's emanating that Karen energy, as I would have thought. And I thought Karen number 2 was parking at her spot like numerous of times. But you are going to write a passive-aggressive note to someone who may have never knew it was your spot. This obviously is going to piss somebody off. And I don't know, based on this explanation, I'm starting to lean on number 1 being the true Karen. But we will now hear the other side for the other Karen, and we're going to make our verdict from there.
I'm not a Karen. I'm a Maria, and you don't mess with Marias like that. Hey, beautiful people. It's me from the video. Yes, I want to explain my side. It started back, 3 months ago. Whenever we moved into the apartments, just lived there for maybe a week or two. Hadn't lived in an apartment in a long time. And my husband did accidentally park in that parking space. She has a space at the very end where the awning ends, and then the spaces are next to hers. We got a phone call from the front office saying, you all parked in the wrong space. You need to move your truck. And we immediately went downstairs to move it. We encountered her and she was having no part of it. Bad day, Long Island, wherever you're from. She had a bad attitude, tried to apologize, tried to be kind. She was not having it. That's when we realized she had left the note calling my husband an effing bum, saying we had parked there on purpose. It was truly an accident. Let's rewind to the day in question. I had just gotten a new car, only had it for like 4 or 5 days. Hadn't seen the girl in the whole 3 months. Getting ready to leave for my day and driving through the parking lot, and who do I see? She was talking to somebody in a truck blocking the way, so I waited for the truck to drive off. I know it's not kind and it wasn't the right thing for me to do, but the bum thing was still in my head. So as I passed by her, I flipped her the bird. So I get to the gate. About a second later, boom! Her handprint was on my back passenger window, and I got out of my car. And the rest is history. I don't condone what I did. I've been a hothead pretty much my whole life. I'm getting better. I'm getting older, okay? That girl could probably be my daughter, for real. But one thing about just people in general, you don't want to be disrespected. I do not condone everything that I said. I am not a perfect person. I'm a human, just like the rest of you. And I let my anger get the best of me. I owe an apology to my grandchildren and to my children and my friends for the way I carried on. I don't believe that I was right, but what I do know is there's a part of everybody that we have to deal with our anger. And I was very upset. The old me that has grown so much, and a lot of you out there know me, would have probably knocked the phone out of her hand, and the rest would have been history. I'm not a Karen. I'm a Maria. And you don't mess with Marias like that. So next time, keep your hands to yourself and maybe watch what you say and the notes that you write, because I was trying to be kind to you in the beginning. After all, love thy neighbor. So that's my part of the story, and that's all I have to say.
So right off the jump, she is confirming she is not a Karen, she is a Maria. And okay, Maria, I can tell you, since from what it looks like, this lady is just a random new neighbor who may have never knew that this was the parking spot of the Karen. And I also feel her. I also get a little bit hot-headed, especially when I feel disrespected, and leaving a note as she did to someone who just very well never had no idea what was going on is fairly disrespectful. And since Karen number 1 initiated this with the unwarranted rude message on the car of someone else, I'm voting number 1 as being the true Karen, and I officially exonerate Maria as a Karen in this video. But you guys let me know what you think. So from what it looks like, the people on the internet are calling both of these women Karens, basically saying they're sisters or just one and the same. But what do you guys think? Who was the true Karen in this situation? I said it once and I'll say it again. Blondie is the true Karen in this situation, and at her age, the room she has to grow to be even worse is pretty scary. If this is her registered spot, I can get why she's upset, but you took all that anger out and unleashed it on the last person to do the action. I get why you're mad, but this doesn't make it right, and it also causes a conflict ultimately. So I don't know if it was worth it or not, in my opinion, but what do you guys think? Is Karen number 1 the Karen, or are you giving Karen number 2 the title? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this type of format of video, also let me know in the comments below. I did not have enough time for a full video, so I apologize for that. But take a look at these other videos on the screen if you do want to watch more crazy Karen freakouts, and click that red button to stay tuned for more content. As always, I'm off to hunt more Karens for you guys. So GB's out this bitch. Peace.